నిండా 12 ఏళ్లు కూడా లేవు ఆ అమ్మాయికి. కానీ తనలాంటి చిన్నారులకు అక్షరం పట్ల మక్కువ పెంచాలని భావించింది. ముఖ్యంగా క్యాన్సర్తో బాధపడుతున్న పిల్లలకు పుస్తకాలు అందించి విద్య వైపు ప్రోత్సహించాలని అనుకుంది. అందులో భాగంగా ఎంఎన్జే క్యాన్సర్ ఆసుపత్రితో పాటు పలు ప్రాంతాలలో లైబ్రరీలు ఏర్పాటు చేసి పెద్ద మనసు చాటుకుంది. తను చేస్తున్న సేవలకు గాను ప్రధాని నరేంద్ర మోదీ నుంచి ప్రశంసలు సైతం అందుకుంది. త్వరలోనే ఆయన్ను కలవనుంది కూడా. ఇంతకీ ఎవరా అమ్మాయి? అసలు లైబ్రరీ పెట్టాలనే ఆలోచన ఎలా వచ్చిందో ఆ అమ్మాయి మాటల్లోనే విందాం.
పిట్ట కొంచెం కూతగనం ఈ సామెతకు నిలువెత్తు నిదర్శనంగా నిలుస్తోంది హైదరాబాద్కు చెందిన ఆకర్షణ. పేరుకు తగ్గట్టే ఆమె చేసే పనులు కూడా ఎంతో ఆకర్షణీయంగా, ఎంతో మందిని ఇన్స్పైర్ చేసేలా ఉన్నాయి. ఇంతకీ అసలు ఏం చేసింది ఆకర్షణ? ఎందుకు ఆమె గురించి ప్రతి ఒక్కరు తెలుసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉందో తన మాటలను తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ ఆకర్షణ, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్.
Thank you so much.
I think this is a great achievement as PM is directly going to meet you. So when it is going to be happen and how you felt when you know about that?
I am still not sure about the dates, but there is a chance that it might be during October first week or maybe during December first week. And my feeling that day when our honorable Prime Minister had mentioned about me in his Man Ki Baat program was a dream come true. It was a really thrilling day, and me and my family, we were so proud that PM Modi ji had spoken about my library initiative.
So what exactly happened before the Man Ki Baat, the day when PM mentioned about you? What happened exactly before that day?
So around Friday night 11:30, my father received a call from the PMO's office saying that tomorrow Doordarshan reporters will be coming to your house for visuals and for bites. So please ask your daughter to be ready. She is going to be featured in the Man Ki Baat program this Sunday. Saturday morning, my father mentioned to me, I was over the moon after hearing that news. And it was so thrilling that day when they came. We took visuals in my home, in the Government High School, in the Sanat Nagar police station, and in my school we took visuals all over there. And Sunday, once the final day came, I could not stop feeling overexcited personally. And when the program aired and my library initiative was spoken about, it was such a proud day, and it is unforgettable for me.
So what exactly PM said to you, and when you met him, have you mentioned anything about your libraries while you are on television or live?
For me, yes, I have mentioned about when I was in television and live, but I haven't actually met PM sir. He has given me a letter of appreciation dating back to 2021, appreciating all my library efforts and congratulating me on that basis. It was confirmed that I'll be coming through his Man Ki Baat programs, but it was never said when. Then when all this call and everything had come through, that's when the PM he had said about the library initiative, and that's when the PMO's office had said that maybe your daughter, she is going to meet PM sir, and I was really ecstatic and happy about that.
So how you got this idea of setting up libraries?
So during COVID times, I went with my parents to donate food to MNJ Cancer Children Hospital. This went for 55 days non-stop, and around that time, first I just gave food and came back, but eventually over the course of 55 days, I started interacting with those kids, and I asked them, do you have any engagement activity? What do you do over here? They said, Akka, we need the coloring books. There's no engagement activity over here when we are getting chemotherapy and all. So that's when a few kids asked me one, two. I got the books and I just distributed to them. Then hundreds of kids, they came, they asked me, and I did not get the idea. That's when my parents had advised me that why not put a message in the apartment WhatsApp group. Let's see how the response goes. I put it the next day. It was a huge positive response. In 3 days, more than 2,000 books were collected. And along with my school friends and my relatives' help, I was able to collect more than 4,000 books. With that, I just went for distributing the books originally. Then, the director of the Cancer Institute, she enlightened me with the idea of setting up libraries. and she had given me a space near the children's ward where I set up my first library with 1036.
So now you are around 12 years old, but you have already set up 7 libraries, and I think 2 are on loop line. So was it so difficult to set up the library and collecting the books, or is it okay and everybody are responding very positively?
It's actually okay and everyone's responding very positively. I get donations from outside, I get donations in my apartment, I get donations from my school, and so on. It's a huge positive response. One day, just one message, it has released out an outroar of books, and I feel a sense of satisfaction that I'm able to help people to inculcate the habit of reading just through my libraries.
So one is at MNJ Cancer Hospital. So where are the remaining 6, and what are those 2 that you are going to open soon?
Sure. My second library was set up at the Sanat Nagar police station. My third one in the observation home for girls. Fourth one at the Gayatri Nagar Association Borbanda, where I donated 200 books. Fifth one in the Coimbatore City Police Commissionerate, where they had this unique idea of setting up street libraries. When I read this through social media, then I realized that why not donate 200 books to them, and I donated 200 general knowledge books with a mix of English and Tamil. Sixth one I had set up at the Chennai Boys Club near Nolambu Police Station with more than 1,200 books, and the most recent one that I did was at the Government High School near Sanat Nagar. The next 2 libraries that I'm planning to set up, 8th one at the Bharosa Center in Siddipet, which is getting inaugurated next upcoming Saturday, and the 9th one at the Government Girls Orphanage Home in Yusuf Gura, where I'm setting up on our former President's birthday, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, on October 15th.
So Akarsha, you are just 10 or 11 or 12 years old. So many people who are elder than you, they'll feel fear to go to the police station and to talk with them, even though if they have any problem they won't try to go to the police station, but you went there and you started library there. So don't you have any fear or that kind of opinion about the police station, and what exactly made you to start a library there? Because the people think that there will be a criminals or the police people who read the books, such kind of opinions will be there. So what exactly made you to start a library there?
For me, before too, I used to be stereotypical about police stations. But then I just decided, let's just let all these stereotypes go away and let's just go and let's see how our idea gets executed. Based on that, we'll decide on how to establish a library there or not. When I went and I asked the inspector, he kindly appreciated my idea, but he said, you have to contact the Cyberabad commissioner for this. I wrote a letter to him. After 2 months, I finally got a response stating that they had called up my father and they had said that we have found a place where we can set up the library. We are planning to inaugurate this on February 19th. I was happy to hear that, because after 2 months, I finally got a response when hope was almost fading away. And that's how my second library was set up.
So not only your words, your work is also so attractive as your name. So I heard something about your name, and can you please share some story about the name that behind there your name?
So for me, our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, all of a sudden one day, 7 days after my birth, he had come to the hospital unexpectedly on an unexpected visit, and he saw me. First words that came out of his mouth were, "She looks so attractive, let's name her Akarsha." My parents had chosen a previous name for me before. But then without a second of thinking, my father had said, fine, we are fine with this name. It sounds really good. And yes, she's also attractive. That's when how I was named.
So Akarsha, Abdul Kalam ji passed away when you were very small. So do you have any idea about him after that, when you are growing, while you are growing, your father, what he tells about Abdul Kalam ji and their relationship?
My father used to tell me a lot. When I was small, I didn't realize I was meeting such a great person and all. Then later on, when my father started explaining to me as I grew older, then only I realized that this is a dream come true and it's an honorable moment where I met former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and it was a dream come true and a really proud moment that is cherishable for me.
So I just came to know about that. Apart giving books, you have some idea to go to the Olympics and you want to become a space scientist. Can you please share something about that Olympic dream and space scientist dream?
Yes, I am currently a cyclist, a state cyclist actually, and I'm waiting to get selected to the nationals this year. My dream is to get selected and represent India in the Olympic stage. My space scientist dream, it comes from our former president, of course. When I read through his books, he mentioned a lot about space, which made me get really interested on the subject. And when I said to my parents I'm interested in this field, they got me a lot of books on it. And eventually when I started reading, I started getting interested into science and then into space. And now I aspire to become a space scientist.
So what about this cycling habit? So are you going for any training or you are just practicing at home?
I do both. My coach, he's from Chennai. He comes at least once in every 2-3 months and he trains me. We go to a ground known as a velodrome, and over there we train over there, and mostly I do indoor training.
So finally, Akarshna, we would like to know about, there are so many kids who really don't like to go and read books. So what you want to suggest to them? Is there any message for them? Because books, elder people says that books are, they are the best friends. So but these generation people really, the kids really don't want to read so many books, and even though class books are becoming burden for them. So what message you want to give, a message for the young generation?
For us, screen time might seem fun, but it's actually harmful. But books, they're like best friend, as always, as elders say. And maybe don't read that many books. You can start as a habit by at least reading 15 minutes per day. Eventually, once you start reading every day and make it as a habit, you'll start inculcating the habit of reading, which in turn improves on your vocabulary and which improves on your speaking skills also.
Yeah, thank you, Akarshna. Congratulations again.
Thank
All the
you
best
so
for your
much.
future also.
Thank you so much.
సో ఇది ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కనీసం 15 నిమిషాల పాటు చదవడం మొదలు పెడితే కనుక చదవడం అనేది ఒక హ్యాబిట్గా మారుతుందని, పుస్తకాలు మన పెద్దలు చెప్పిన విధంగా మంచి స్నేహితులుగా ఉంటాయి అని చెప్తుంది ఆకర్షణ. కెమెరా పర్సన్ రమణ మహేష్తో రమ్య, ఈటీవీ న్యూస్, హైదరాబాద్.